Bill, you guys sure were busy at the trade deadline, but just how pleased are you that you guys got to add 7 quality arms to the pitching depth down in the minor leagues?
Pleased? You mean that it's over? Oh, no, we're very happy with the young men that we were able to add. The guys we moved, like I told them, they all played a major part here. They'll be missed. We appreciate all their efforts. But what it does is create opportunity for some young players, and that's what we're looking to do here in the last 2 months of the season. And all the guys that we brought in, we're just like we talked about, trying to add depth and improve the numbers. Hopefully, some quality will emerge.
Of the guys that have kind of had that opportunity up here, the young guys, what are you seeing out of them as they gel together as a team here?
Well, that'll happen over time, but they're getting an opportunity. There's a big difference here from Hartford, Albuquerque, up to this level, and they're learning. And they're going to get exposed a little bit more to it. So we'll see how the next 2 months go, and as they grow as a group. But I'm excited for tonight with Brendan playing in the field, and Mike at first, and Tovar, and Mac. I think defensively it's probably as good as we've been in a while in the infield with Elias behind the plate.
Bill, can you describe what philosophy did you go into the trade as a trade deadline here? Was your focus almost solely on getting pitching like you?
Yeah, it was. And I think I talked to some of you guys about that as we looked at opportunities to, like I said, play some of our young guys, give the other guys opportunity, try to put them all in the good spots, which I think we did for the most part. I think we put everybody in a good spot for their career, where they're at the same time trying to get talent for us. And really the focus was adding pitching, because we think we do have some good position players. And just, we saw what happened a couple of weeks ago with some injuries, right? So it's purely about numbers here and trying to get better, and that was the focus.
It's like there are also different types of pitchers that have come in. Some throw harder than others, some work down, some work up. How important is it to add kind of a diversity there rather than...
No, I think we did that in the draft, right? Diversity of the different type of guys that we brought in, and we're just trying to improve our depth, and that was the sole focus.
It did seem like, picking up on what Thomas I think was alluding to, most of those guys' numbers, they've been missing bats at whatever level they were at. Was that a focus, if you will?
It was really trying to get the best talent we could get for what was available to us. So that was one part. We used our scouts, our analytic people. Everyone played a part in trying to determine what we were going to get the best available.
There were 2 trades, obviously, to 2 different teams as far as the Braves and the Angels. When you have already worked one trade with a team, how much easier can it be to pick up talks again?
Well, it's easy because we've dealt with names before, so it was it kind of just worked out that way. The Angels, like I said the other night, they had some injuries that facilitated that trade. The Braves, right? Alex and myself had some conversations. We had talked about numerous players and Pierce Johnson. So when he reached out today, we were able to move along.
What's it like for you at the trade deadline? I mean, are you working late into the night, or what does...
Yeah, we were here till about 12 o'clock last night. I mean, they're long days.
Yeah.
They're long days, and you never know when something's going to come your way, and you're trying to prepare yourself. And so, yeah, sleep when you're dead.
Obviously, you can't get into a ton of specifics, but did you feel like you had a high number or average number of calls on other guys throughout this who didn't get moved?
I'm not going to talk about who we didn't move for whatever reason, but I thought the conversations were good about our players. And, we got it out there who was going to be available, and we had some good conversations.
Did the injuries to guys like Gabriel Hughes, Jackson Cox, Jody Vargas kind of really cement the idea that purely pitching is the way to go at the deadline?
No, those injuries, those guys had nothing to do. We've been planning this for a while, how we were going to approach before those guys got hurt. So.
Are you, eager or excited to see, especially Tolia, Montero, now that Cronin's gone and some of the veterans, to see what they can do for the last 2 months?
Yeah, I mean, we got 2 months to really evaluate where they're at in their careers and what we're going to have to do in the offseason. So that's the idea, and I think you'll see some other young players hopefully come up here in the next 2 months and we're excited about the young players we have. Hopefully, give those guys some opportunities, and we'll make some evaluations going into the offseason what we need to do to be more competitive.
Do you get a sense that that young group of players, two of the guys I mentioned, some of the others, are kind of forming a nice core, a nice chemistry?
I do. I think there's some leaders within that group that are going to emerge. Especially with some of the veteran guys stepping out, moving on. There's the clubhouse. You'll see a different dynamic, I believe.
Might be too far out to look or project on this for the final 2 months, but last 2 years, someone got promoted from Hartford. Could you see something like that possibly happening
I
again?
wouldn't rule anything out. So,
Out of the 7 arms you got, I mean, I know you're pleased with all of them, but are there any in particular that really stand out to you, or could be up there sooner than later?
probably the one kid that he's been thrown a couple times in Hartford, Victor Vodnik, young kid for the Braves. He's thrown very well. It's a big arm. It's up to 100. It looks pretty good. So we'll see how it goes here the last 2 months.